Purgatory 19. Can we suffer physically in purgatory? Can we physically suffer while in purgatory in order to accelerate the purification? To answer this question, first of all, we must consider that there are several different phases of purgatory and that the earth is also the first degree of purgatory. On earth, where we have physical body, we can perceive that we can suffer physically. We also suffer from death. We all go through this experience, whatever our status. This physical suffering indeed can purify our heart if it is disposed to humility. That's why God permits it. And then after this life and while in the passage of death, we no longer have this physical body. We only have a psychic body, capable of seeing, hearing, feeling, feelings, and of course we have our mind. During this other stage of our existence, of our purification, we can say that there is therefore no longer any possibility to endure any physical suffering in the physical sense of the term, such as the sense of touch. On the other hand, there is the possibility of all psychological suffering, since we keep in psyche. In this sense, we can say that God allows the coming of the demon into these purgatories. The demons who want revenge and in fact harm us only hasten our purification sins, because sensitive suffering such as psychological sadness, anguish, and despair, while man touches the finger faster, is on misery, and therefore becomes ready, like a poor heart, to see God face to face. The question now is, what is the hardest suffering? Is it physical suffering or psychological suffering? Well, for those who watch what is happening on earth, we find that pure physical suffering without psychological suffering, for example toothache, extremely nagging which lasts a while, is nothing compared to psychological despair, because we lost our treasure. Despair, it makes people throw themselves on their trains, take poison, set themselves on fire with gasoline in order to get rid of this despair, as it hurts so much. It is in this sense that the past generations said that the purgatory in the next world was much harder than the earthly purgatory. In reality, it is more complex than that, because in earthly purgatory, as we know, there is also psychological suffering. The one who knows the psychic despair while on earth, like for example Christ on the cross, my God, why did you abandon me? Well, he suffers what one cannot suffer anywhere else. It is this despair that is the greatest suffering, I believe. This is what the mystical doctors refer to as the night of the spirit. The psychological despair should not be confused with the free will to despair of God out of pride. It has nothing to do with it, of course, but that is dealt with in another part of these first Catholic steps.